Hey kiddos, welcome back to music class. My name is Mrs. Lizaola and I'm so glad that you are here again so we can learn some more about Carnival of the Animals. So you remember the last few weeks we have been looking at Camille Saint-Saëns's giant piece of music with 14 movements called Carnival of the Animals, which is perfect because I love animals and I love carnivals. It's true. So remember we learned about the proud lion and we learned about the hens and the roosters, the chicken one. That one was really silly, right? And we even got to do some silly chicken songs and dances. Well, this week we're actually not looking at just one animal, and we're not even just looking at two animals. We're gonna listen to three different animals, three different movements in 1 week from Carnival of the Animals, but it's gonna be real fun, I promise. So you remember we've been talking about how we can use our new musician skills to listen to Carnival of the Animals. So we listen using our sound opposites, all right? Sound opposites. So that's when we listen to music, we can say if it's fast or if it's slow, if it's high or if it's low, and if it's loud or if it's soft, right? So we've been listening to the music and we've been guessing before we listen, and then we've been listening during and deciding if the sounds we hear are fast sounds or slow sounds, if it's high sounds or if it's low sounds, and if it's loud or if it's soft. And usually in Carnival of the Animals, it matches how the animal acts, right? So we know lions, they're pretty fast, right? And they're really loud. Well, when we listened to the lion one, that was pretty fast and that was pretty loud, right? And when we listen to the chicken ones, we know that chickens, they run so quickly on their feet, and that music, oh man, was it quick, wasn't it? Well, the same thing is gonna happen today. We're first gonna listen to two different animals, two different movements, that work with the sound opposites, fast and slow. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen a donkey, but they are funny animals. I think they are so silly to me. They make crazy sounds, and they kind of stink, and they're a little strange, but they're so silly to me. But something you may not know about donkeys is they can actually move pretty quick. They can move really quick. So what we're gonna do is we're going to listen to the third movement that's all about wild donkeys, and we're gonna go wild ourselves just like these donkeys. Now this part is easy. We're gonna move fast like donkeys, but you can move fast in whatever way you want. You can move silly like this. You can be sitting in your seat and you can wiggle around. You can go like this. You can move fast any way you want. I just want you to show me and to show the people around you that you can move fast to music when the music is fast. Are you ready? I think you're ready. Here we go. This is the donkey. Let's show we know what fast looks like. This is one of my favorite moves to do when music is fast. But you can do it any way you want. You could spin. Or you could spin the other way. Just move your body fast, just like the music. Do you hear how fast that donkey's going? Can you run fast like the donkey? Right? Up, down, up. And that's it. That's the whole donkey one. It's super silly, and it's a great way to start our music lesson because it gets our bodies all loosey-goosey, right? So we just listened to one of the movements, one of the animals that represents fast. But in music, what is the opposite of fast? Can you think about that? What is the sound opposite of fast? We have fast music, and then we have slow music. So this next one is going to be an animal that moves slowly. Can you sit there and put on your thinking cap and think, what animals move slowly? Let me think. Well, there's snails, but this one's not about snails. There's sloths, except this one's not about sloths. There's turtles and tortoises. Have you guys ever seen one? They move so slowly. This next one, the fourth movement, the sound opposite of fast is slow, and that one is called the turtle, right? The turtle. Now we're gonna do the same kind of thing. You can move your body here, warm it up, any way you want as long as it is the opposite of fast, as long as it is slow. So can you find some space to move around slowly for me? I'll put on the music and we'll move slow like a turtle together. Here we go. Let's move like turtles. It starts kind of quiet. It's like it's slow motion. Keep moving nice and slow. Nice. And you can move your arms or your legs or your whole body if you want. You can even move your mouth. But it should look like you're going in slow motion. Because the opposite of fast, like a donkey, is slow, like a turtle. This is a good way to warm up your body too, because it stretches you. Nice. You may have a seat again if you're not already. So that was our warm-up, and we already did 2 movements. That was our warm-up from Carnival of the Animals with the 4th movement, or the 3rd movement, the donkey. That was very fast. And then the next one, the turtle, which was very slow. Our sound opposites in music, fast and slow. The next one I want to look at with you is all about elephants. And man, do I love elephants. They're such funny creatures. But I like the elephants because sometimes they do both sound opposites. So let's think. The first one on my screen, you can see it says fast or slow. Fast or slow. So if you think about elephants, sometimes they use their heavy feet to walk around and stomp very slowly, right? So yeah, elephants move slow. But you know what? Sometimes they run. They run in a giant group, a stampede, and they go fast. So elephants can be both of those sound opposites. They can be fast and slow. So this music has fast and it has slow. What else? We have high or low. Well, let's think. I'll do an elephant sound and you tell me if it sounds high or low. Nice. Wasn't that cool? Let me do it again. You can listen and decide if it's high or low. It's pretty high, isn't it? Right? So they can be fast and slow, and their sounds that they make are pretty high. The last one, loud or soft. What do you think? When you hear an elephant make that sound, do you think it's very quiet? No way, it's pretty loud, isn't it? It's pretty loud. All right. Now, I like this one because it has a really cool instrument. Some of you may have seen one of these before if you've been to a concert, if you have an older brother or sister or someone in your family that plays in an orchestra. But this instrument that's in the elephant part of Carnival of the Animals is called a string bass. And it is a string instrument, just like the violin we learned about with the lion. It's a string instrument, but it's not small like a violin. And it's not even medium. It's large. In fact, it is so tall, it's as tall as a person, okay? If you had it, you'd have to stand up next to it and it would still be taller than you probably. But man, does it have a cool sound. It's a really cool sound. So this piece of music, we're gonna listen to it real quick, and it has a piano and a string bass. And let's see if we can hear the string bass, if you can hear the sounds of the strings making music. This is the elephants. So that part's piano, right? But here comes a string bass to be the elephant. Do you hear that? Oh, I love the string bass. It's beautiful. Let's listen some more. Bum, 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 bum. And there it's starting to move a little quicker. I like this part when the string bass plays. It reminds me of maybe the elephant has their trunk and they're just swooping it all around. In fact, could you swoop your elephant trunk around with me? Nice. Nice job moving your trunk. And here they come stomping again. Pretty cool, right? I love it. I'm gonna pause it right there because I have some big news to tell you. You see, I would like you all to play the string bass today. I know, pretty cool, right? And it's probably not gonna look exactly like that one. It's not gonna be a really tall wooden instrument with lots of strings, but we can make our own anyway. So right now what I want you to do is I'd like you to pause this video and then you're gonna go search around your house or your grandma's house or your daycare or wherever you are today and see if you can find a long string. It needs to be about as tall as you. You could use ribbon, you could use twine, you could use a shoelace, you could use a rope. You know what I've brought today and I found works really well is the tie from my house robe. You could even use a house robe tie because that's about the right height. It's taller than me even. So I'd like you to pause it now and see if you can find one of those, all right? All right, now that you have found something to be your pretend string bass, I'd like you to take your string bass in one hand, grab it right up here nice and tall, and then stomp on it with your foot. So you can pull it kind of tight and it won't come loose. So you stomp on it with your foot and then you hold it up with your hand. And then you can play your string bass. Boing. Why don't you try to play yours? Boing. Pretty cool, try it one more time. Boing. And now we each have our own string bass in our own homes. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. All right, so you see right here, I have lots of pictures of elephants. These pictures of elephants represent a beat. Remember when we heard the music, it sounded like this? Bum, 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 bum. Well, each one of those strong ones, strong, weak, weak, strong, weak, weak, is represented by a picture of an elephant. And each time we have a picture of an elephant, we are going to play our strings like this. Bum, 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 bum. Can you try to do yours with me? Let's try it together. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Very nice. And that was just 4 of them right there. We're gonna go through all of these, all right? It's gonna be good fun. And when we get to the elephant trunk part, oh man, that's gonna be really cool too. This is gonna pretend to be our trunk and we're gonna slide it. But you'll see when we get there. Are you ready to listen to the music and play your string basses? I think you are. Let me put that music on for us. Here we go. You got it? We'll start with the first elephant. Nice job. We're gonna slide up the trunk. Can you slide up the trunk? Nice. Keep sliding up that trunk. And let's listen for the elephants to stomp again and we'll pluck the string of our string bass. There it is. Very nice. Using the steady beat right there to pluck your string bass. Wonderful job. I hope you enjoyed our elephant from Carnival of the Animals. You can put that string aside and get out your snapping fingers and clapping hands because we are done with today's lesson. Before we sing though, I do want to tell you what our activity is. Remember a few weeks ago we learned how to do a flip grid. So that's when you submit a video And I loved listening to all of your Flipgrids of you doing your lion roar, going up and down like a roller coaster. Well, this week, you're going to click on that picture of the elephant in the corner, and it's going to take you to Flipgrid again. And you are going to send me a video of your string bass and you playing it. All right? I can't wait to see it. Let's sing goodbye. Here we go. Ready? Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. All right, have fun, elephants.